Right, are we ready for a story?
Yeah.
Now, tonight's story is about a teddy bear.
Teddy bear what?
A teddy bear going for fishing.
Fishing.
Yes. The name of the story is called Barnaby Goes Fishing.
Wait, that's the bear name?
Yes. When Barnaby Bear felt like a lazy day, he always went fishing in Silver Lake. He had his own special place by the lake shore, and after he had been fishing for a while, he usually dozed off to sleep. Today was different. I feel full of energy this morning, said Barnaby, as he jogged along the shore. The sun is hot, and Silver Lake looks so inviting. I think I shall go for a swim. So Barnaby Bear took off his clothes and hung them carefully on a bush. Then he plunged into the clear water of Silver Lake. He splashed around for hours until he began to feel very hungry. I'll get dry and dress as quick as I can, said Barnaby, thinking of the delicious food packed inside his picnic basket. He stepped out of the water, shook his thick wet fur, and looked around. Where are my clothes? He gasped. I'm sure I left them on that bushes over there. But the bush was quite empty, not so much as a sock in sight. What had happened was, when Barnaby Bear hung up his clothes earlier, he hadn't noticed a moose in the bushes, nibbling away. By accident, Barnaby's clothes had got hooked upon the goose antler. Poor old Barnaby. He'll probably have to go home wearing the picnic basket. And the deer had Barnaby's clothes still hanging on its antler. The end.
The next story.
The next story it's about Evangeline the doll again. The name of the story is called Evangeline Buys a Car. And the story goes like this. One day, Evangeline the China doll wanted to go shopping. Bother! He snapped as she looked out of the door. It's raining and I shall get wet. Never mind. I shall take you in my car. It was the clown doll who lived next door. Don't bother, said Evangeline rather rudely. Your car looks so silly. The door drove off and the bonnet flies opened, and people laugh when you drive down the street. The clown doll looked rather sad. He was very fond of Evangeline, although she was often horrid to him. I could walk to the shops with you and shelter you from the rain with my giant umbrella, said the clown doll very kindly. All right, snapped Evangeline. It's better than nothing. As the clown doll and Evangeline were walking towards town, they passed a car showroom. I've just had a wonderful idea, shrieked Evangeline, clapping his hand. I'll go inside and buy a brand new car. You can help me choose clown doll. So Evangeline marched into the showroom in the loudest voice and said, I'll have the biggest car you have. The salesman looked very pleased. Oh yes, and showed her the biggest and the most expensive model in the showroom. I'll take it, said Evangeline very grandly. But Evangeline, whispered the clown door, it won't. Silence, snapped Evangeline. Drive this model home at once. As he drove home, the poor clown doll tried to speak, but Evangeline would not listen to a single word. I'm so proud of my flashy new car, sighed Evangeline as she waved grandly to people they passed in the street. At last, they reached home. Park it in my garage, Evangeline ordered his clown doll with a wave of his hand. I can't do that, replied the clown doll as he parked the car in the street outside. Your new car is far too big for your garage. It's even too wide to go through the gate. Oh dear me, cried Evangeline, looking a bit ashamed. I should have listened to you. You have to take my lovely car back. Why can't you just take it back yourself? Asked the clown doll. Because I don't know how to drive, whispered Evangeline, almost in tears. How the clown doll laughed. What a silly doll you are, Evangeline. Before you buy another car, I will teach you to drive. Then we will choose one that will fit into your garage. Evangeline told the clown doll that she was sorry and learned to drive in his funny circus car, even though parts did fall off sometimes. The end. Now comes the last story. The last story is about a snail. The name of the story is called Simon Takes Flight. And the story goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a snail called Simon. All day long, he was content just crawling slowly along the garden path. Sometimes, just for a change, he would crawl slowly up the garden wall. But this would take nearly all morning. Then, in the afternoon, he would slowly crawl down again. Now Simon the snail was very happy with his way of life, but others around her criticized. All the birds and the bees, the mosquitoes, moths, and insects that flew above him said, Simon, you're so dull. You can't fly, and you never see anything of the world but garden, wall, and the path. Simon thought for a while, then he had to agree. I wish I had wings and could see the world over the garden wall. Poor Simon felt so sad as he crawled away. He didn't even bother to look where he was going. All of a sudden, the wind began to blow. And Simon the snail was lifted up high above the garden. Higher and higher he flew until he was over the tops of the trees, almost as high as the clouds. When Simon looked down in amazement, he could see fields and towns, mountains and rivers. He even glimpsed the bright blue sea. It was marvelous. This is what happened. A boy in the garden was flying his kite And as Simon crawled along, he landed on the tail and had been blown with the kite into the air. I can't wait to tell the others all about my adventure, chuckled Simon, the flying snail, and he crawled slowly back down the garden path. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. The end.
Good night.
Now, good night. Good night, baby. Good night, everybody. Good night. Sleep tight.